Big Brothers and Big Sisters and Maritz Travel recently announced the winners of the 2016 Travel Experience Scholarship that was created to provide a unique experience for those who rarely get the opportunity to travel. Joining me are Madeline Sowatsky of Big Brothers, Big Sisters and Becky Bromberg of Maritz Travel. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
So this is really great. I mean, this speaks to something near and dear to me, which is travel and the importance of travel. But even beyond that, the importance of it is how it can literally change your life or change many people's lives, especially if you don't have the opportunity to do it. So let's kind of set the stage and talk about the scholarship and start off with that.
Sure. So our scholarship, we partnered with Maritz Travel. Becky came to us with this great idea to allow our littles a chance to see a new experience outside of their hometown.
This is something, and again, this is started from a very personal experience from you.
I've been a big sister for 11 years now. I've had the same little the whole time. She was 6 when we started, and now she's almost 18. And throughout our journey together, Romy and I have done some traveling. And I told her when we hit our 10-year anniversary that she could pick anywhere in the domestic 48 states to go to, and she picked New York City. So last year we went to New York City, and it was really just life-changing for her. We took a tour around, and we ended up in Harlem at one time, and you really saw her just take to that part of New York. And she was buying tunics and, you know, loving the food and the culture and just everything there. And when I got back to St. Louis, I was talking a lot about this, and I talked to Steve O'Malley, who's the president of meetings and events over in Maritz, and I said, you know, I'd really love to see other kids get to do this. And he said, well, why aren't we? Yeah. And that was just all I needed, and Maritz is a great company that allowed me to do this. They really believe in unleashing human potential. It's one of their passions, and so they saw that that was something I was passionate about, and that there were a lot of others in our organization as well. And then our sponsors jumped on board as well. So that's how we formulated the 4 different cities, and off we went.
Yeah, no, that's a wonderful one. It speaks to the power of that, just that one person can have in taking an idea and getting others on board to support it. And now it's grown into this sort of full-fledged scholarship. Let's get into the details. You mentioned the 4 cities. So you obviously went with your little sister to New York, but let's talk about some of the other cities involved and how that all comes together.
So our 4 cities are Chicago, Nashville, Branson, and then we have a couple who are doing staycations in St. Louis.
Okay. And so how does that, so a little sister, a little brother can apply to the scholarship, and do they write an essay and say, this is where I want to go and why, or how does that work?
So we opened it up to all of our matches who have been together for at least 5 years. Okay. And so together they submitted an application with essay questions based on telling us about their relationship and what they've learned from each other and how they've grown together over the last 5+ years, as well as why they want to go to a specific city. So we told them the 4 options, and they kind of shared with us where they wanted to go in those cities and why. And they also, some of them provided slideshows or videos with fun facts about them and why they wanted to go to their selected city. So then there was a group that reviewed those applications, and we selected 12 matches to receive the scholarship.
No, I think it's great. I mean, Becky, let's go back to talk about with your little sister that experience in New York, because I think sometimes we take for granted that you can pop up to Chicago. Some people it's very easy. For others it's not. Sometimes it's work related or family related. But what that was like when you saw in your little sister's face, like being in New York City, which is just overwhelming in a lot of ways, but what that was like, and when you were on that flight home, what she said to you.
You know, it really truly was magical. Getting to do that with her, and I've been to New York, and the first time I went it was magic, and then to watch this, I think she was 16 at the time, experience it and to visit these places, and it really just, you could see it changed her life. It changed the ideas of things she thought maybe she could do or would want to do, or that this place even existed, or maybe she thought about going to college there. And so it was just a totally different perspective than when the moment before we got there. And you know, there's a lot of kids in Big Brothers Big Sisters who never get to leave a 20-block radius. So they don't get the experience of going to even maybe the zoo, which is why we're doing the staycations as well. They don't even get to experience a free service we have that's a wonderful opportunity here in St. Louis. So I just think it's been something that has really helped Romy, and I think the individuals who have gone so far, the 6 matches, we've heard just wonderful wonderful things.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk more about that, but we've got the information for you on the screen. It's the Travel Experience Scholarship. This is a partnership between Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Eastern Missouri, and Maritz Travel that allow big little sisters, little brothers to go on trips scheduled to Nashville, Branson, Chicago, and St. Louis, really making life-changing experiences that wouldn't have been possible before. You can get more information at maritztravelfund.kinterra.org. But don't go anywhere. We're going to talk more about the Travel Experience Scholarship after this, so please stay with us.